All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Bruce Marquar, 592143.
Bruce, my name is Brennan Kelsey, along with me is Ms. Cheryl Knotson and Ms. Bonnie Jackson will be your panel. Explain the process. We'll read some information to the record, have a parole interview, ask questions. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Okay.
I'm sorry?
You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bruce Marquar, DOC number 592143. You're a fifth class offender. Parole eligibility date 6/30/2023. Good time date 1/3/2032. Full time date 7/1/2032. 12-year sentence. Attempted unauthorized use of motor vehicle. Habitual offender, possession of Schedule 1 without prescription. Order that contains heroin and fentanyl, possession of Schedule 2 substance without a valid prescription, possession of Schedule 4. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Please answer, Mr. Knott.
Good morning, Mr. Marquar. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
Good, thanks for asking. How old are you?
I am 34.
You're 34 years young, and you were classified as a fifth felony offender.
Yes, ma'am.
How old were you when you were first arrested?
I believe 18.
So what is the longest period of time you've been in jail?
This time, I believe.
So how long have you been in jail this time?
About close to 3 years.
Yeah, I had about 2.5 years of a 12-year sentence.
Yes. Yes.
So
ma'am.
as we talked, mentioned rather, you are a fifth felony offender, and it looks to me as though you had the opportunity for supervision, but you've been revoked 5 times, so you don't do well on supervision. Tell us why.
Well, that was because I had a bad drug problem, and I stopped using drugs in 2019. That was the bad time in my life, which that I still messed up again in 2020, but that wasn't drug related on that charge.
Wasn't unauthorized. Well, I see in 2020 you were sentenced for the possession of heroin, meth, and Xanax. But you're talking about the unauthorized use?
Yeah, so they ran the drug charges I caught the year prior, and they ran those charges in with this charge.
In the unauthorized or attempted unauthorized use of a movable, the victim was your sister?
Yes, ma'am.
What was going on with that if it was not drug related?
Well, she would not let me get something out of her car, and I went about it the whole wrong way and went and got it anyway.
So why do you think you handled it that way?
I did not think it was really bad situation. I should have thought redid all that. I should have thought about a better way to do that.
So how have you dealt with your drug addiction?
Well, I have a sponsor. So I always keep in touch with him. And I've taken a couple classes actually at this facility as well. I learned my triggers, what to avoid, what places to stay away from.
So you said you quit using drugs in 2019, I guess, when you were arrested in 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
How have you maintained sobriety since then?
I have not. I paid attention to all of my triggers and everything, and I want a different life. I'm really at the point of, I have no time to waste anymore, and I want to change everything. And I'm at an age now I need to really focus on that part.
So tell us, when I review your criminal history, which is very, very concerning because of all the DUIs and DWIs and other acts. In 2020, there was violation of protective orders. Who was the victim? Tell us about that violation.
That was my sister. So I guess when I got arrested for the card thing, the unauthorized use, the courts put that in place or something. I'm not sure exactly how that worked.
All right, well, tell us about those 2 counts. So it's two situations where that happened. It's unusual that your sister would have a restraining order. Tell us about the cyber stalk also.
I think when I messaged her on the phone, and they put it down as cyber stalking. Because I was trying to
Sister.
when the reason why I violated, because the second time was because she was at my father's house when I pulled up, and I'm not allowed to be around her at all. I did not know.
I noticed in one of the risk assessment tools used by the Department of Corrections, there's some indication that do not believe you need treatment. Do you think you need treatment to help you substance abuse addiction?
Well, I'm always gonna be in recovery, I think, for the rest of my life, I believe. So I'm handling it well, but I do need to keep with NA meetings, and stay going. It'll be a lifelong thing.
Yes, it will. What are you enrolled in here? You mentioned you were enrolled in something there. We called them.
Oh, well, I got a certification for LA risk management. That's a drug treatment program. I did a parenting class, and also I just finished thinking for a change.
Oh, good. Out of those programs, which one was the most beneficial?
I believe the thinking for a change, because it showed me different ways to go about situations.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
You ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I thank you for that. I'm doing everything different this time from all other times upon release. I always got out and just got regular jobs and never really made any future goals or anything. This time now with my support system God's given me, I knew it. Also I have a new way of thinking, and which is realizing I have no more time to waste, but still have enough time to turn everything around and accomplish both short-term and long-term goals. I can now have and enjoy a good life and be independent with these goals in place. I now give myself a purpose. This time I made a plan, and I'm following all advice given by my mentor and godmother. And now have a career path, starting with a regular job, then a career job, and then ending with a certification in aviation mechanics. All I ask is you please allow me this chance to prove to myself, first and foremost, and then others, I will accomplish this and live a successful life as this new person I've become. And if granted parole, I was gonna see if there was any way I could go to a work release to better help relieve my support system financially.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Council prepare to vote. Ms. Renata?
Bruce, I like all the things you said. You put some thought into that statement. I'm impressed with the fact that you are setting goals for yourself, both short-term and long-term. And you are young, you do have a future, and you can control that future. At this point, though, after having only served 2.5 years, I'm not sure that you're ready. I don't believe that you have a good understanding of the addiction. I believe you have a serious need for long-term substance abuse treatment. You know, based on your criminal history and those other factors, my vote today is going to be denied parole. And I will make a recommendation that you be moved somewhere where you can get that long-term treatment. If it's afforded to you, you got a little more time under you belt right back, you'll have an opportunity for another parole hearing. But my vote today is to deny.
Ms. Jackson?
All right, Ms. Marquar, you're on the right track, but I don't think you're where you need to be. Our goal is not just to let a person out of jail, it's to make sure that person can stay out of jail. And whenever you think you have control over your addiction, that's a sure sign that you don't. And so I think you need some more work. So my vote today is to deny because of your supervision history, a high risk assessment, insufficient time served, and opposition from the DA and law enforcement. But I'm going to encourage you to continue to take programs, continue to do things that will equip you to be successful when you get out. So good luck to you, Mr. Clark.
You have 2 votes to deny. I'm also going to vote to deny your parole for the same reasons as stated. 3 votes to deny. Today your parole has been denied. Good luck to you.
Miss Jackson always has those great one-liners. When you think you have things under control, is a sign that you don't. I also don't believe him. It's interesting. He looks healthy and he looks sober, but he does not sound sober, which is just interesting that some people can retain that unsober kind of like cadence in their talk. The whole sister protection order thing scares me. The idea that she gets a protection order, that he got accused of cyber stalking, that he violated the protection order, that's all really scary. I think the idea that when he broke into her car to get something and Miss Jackson said, "Why did it happen?" My guess, if I had to guess, a theoretical scenario, it would be that he wasn't sober. So I just think he's lying, that he's been sober during that time. He didn't have any good answer. Overall, I think, of course, it's the right move. He only did serve 2.5. He's been in prison his whole life. We've seen this over and over and over again. Addicts get out and they just go right back to it. So hopefully he can get the help that he needs, be put into the right courses, and get some type of trade. He caught me off guard with that letter where he wants to be an aviation mechanic. That was like totally out of right field for me. I was like, what? I have heard from some people on this channel that other inmates for money or favors, whatever, will write these letters. That was a really good letter. Did someone write it for him? I don't know. I guess it wouldn't surprise me if someone did, but it would be really great if he wrote it himself. It's not fair to judge, but it did catch me off guard. It was, I don't know, the aviation mechanic thing. It was, just seems random. But okay, with that, I'll let you go.